I'm gonna show you how to maximize your speed, agility, and quickness training within 5 minutes of your session. Let's get into it. Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris Bourne here, Overtime Athletes. And for today's video, what I wanna go over is something I feel is often neglected in speed, agility, and quickness sessions, and that's actually preparing the body to perform the drills and work of speed, agility, and quickness, right? So what I wanna go over today is just break down 2 simple things that we do from a prep standpoint to be able to maximize our speed and agility training sessions. So on the linear speed side, as far as prep goes, first I'm gonna start with mobilization through the ankle. So I'm gonna do that in a very linear fashion through plantar and dorsiflexion. From there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start working up to the hamstring, and I'm gonna lengthen the hamstring and pass that through a deeper range of motion. And then finally, I'm gonna work through the hip flexors, and I'm gonna make sure there's no restriction when we go to perform our linear speed drills as far as tightness in the hip flexors. So I'm essentially gonna pass those through a range of motion. Now, as far as activation goes, we're gonna do that on the inverse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off by activating a little bit from the hip flexors into the hamstrings and glutes, making sure that those are fired up. And then, like we usually do, is we're going to start going into our lower level plyometrics, like our pogo jumps and variations of that, to be able to support that linear speed session. Now, flipping over to agility, what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus our prep on mobilizing our adductors and abductors. So really what I wanna be able to focus on is passing those through a series of range of motion so that the athlete can reach that range of motion if they need to when performing those lateral change of direction movements. Now, as far as activating, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna activate the abductors and adductors, really focus on those muscles that are going to support that athlete in performing those movements in their actual training session. And like always, we're gonna match the low-level plyometrics to be able to support that agility session, really lay that foundation with fundamentals to be able to support overall that athlete. So there you have it, guys, very quick and concise, but the biggest takeaway that I want you to be able to have is prior to you actually performing your speed and agility, whether it be change of direction or whatever it might be, or linear speed, you want to be able to match the level of preparation and the things you do from a mobility, flexibility, activation, a dynamic overall prep standpoint to be able to support the musculature and the muscles that are going to be utilized in that actual training session. So as long as you're doing that, you're going to be able to maximize those training sessions and overall develop better results and better adaptations. I hope that helps. I'll see you guys next time.